You're watching the Golden Monty YouTube channel. Where you get nothing but the best content imaginable. Now stay tuned and let's gear up for some more action.
I'll be the one to carry on, and you can throw me to the walls, 'cause I am void of miracles. It's time to face your fears when your time has come and gone. I'll be the one to carry on, and you can throw me to the walls, 'cause I am void of miracles.
Hey guys, my name is Golden Monty, aka Monty. Welcome to the Persona 5 Confidant tier list. The Confidant? Don't you mean Confidant? Bro, who hired this nigga? Now, to be honest, I've played Persona 5, obviously, right? Never played Royal. I've never played Royal, never touched Royal at all. So there's about like a few characters, like 3 characters on here that I don't know that are probably in Royal. So, you know, what y'all see here today, this will be what I do, or the areas where I will be putting most of our confidants in. Now, like I said, I've only completed like one Persona 5 game, and I mean, I've only completed one Persona game, and that's Persona 5. So every other game I have not finished yet. Persona 3, I'll be getting to you. We're gonna be finishing up that real soon, hopefully soon.
I be saying that a lot, and then I never, do whatever I'm promised.
Yeah. So yeah, today we're just gonna be ranking some of our confidants here. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, some of them I really don't know. Like, it's been a minute since I played through Persona 5 like fully, which I probably should play through it again, but we'll most likely do a Persona 5 Royal playthrough, maybe stream or content. I don't know. Depends on how it goes. I don't know. It depends on how that goes. Other than that, yeah. So I don't remember a lot of people's like that. On my other monitor here, I have every confidant's abilities. So we will be going through story, the characters' personalities, and obviously abilities. So, and that will kind of factor in where they rank for me personally. Now, mind you, this is my tier list. So if you get mad, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. This is my tier list. So like, look, if y'all would like to comment, say, or maybe if y'all want to put yours in the comments, or like say who did y'all like, confidant wise, greatly appreciated. Go ahead and do that. I would love to know how y'all feel about each of these characters, because I'm about to tell y'all how I feel. This will probably have spoilers from what I do remember, so I'm just letting you guys know that now. Now to start it off, never played Royal, obviously, and these two, I know about these two are in Royal. I don't know who this kid is. I've never seen this kid before in my life. Was he in Persona 5 or? Nah, I think I went through all the social links in Persona 5. I would have saw him though. Yeah, he's probably in Royal. He's most probably in Royal. I'm surprised that little boy. I do know about the little boy. I think it's like they say he's kind of like them, like the Velvet Room children. He has like the white hair and then like the yellow eyes. So I don't know if he's also a confidant or not, but they didn't put him on here, so I'm guessing he's not. So yeah, I guess starting off, hold on, make sure my mic is good. Starting off, Igor. Igor. Now, the funny thing about Igor, me playing Persona 5 for the first time, I'm being introduced to Igor as, oh, by the way, I did say spoilers for the whole entire video, so if you haven't played Persona 5, click off. I don't want to spoil you. I don't want to spoil you at all. Now with Igor, Persona 5 being my first Persona game in general, I've only recognized him through his deep voice, and I didn't know he had a high-pitched voice, right? So I didn't know he was fake the whole entire time. But like, I like his, is it wrong for me to say that I like his deeper voice more than his high-pitched one?
I expect no less.
I that's just kind of how I feel personally. So Igor, we'll put him in good. He really got on my nerves a lot with like the comments he would say, and like how I felt about him when we were like trying to mix personas up and all that other stuff. He just really got on my nerves. But there's really not much to him really in this game. There's really not that much to him. He's just kind of like a figure, you know? Now Morgana. Let's get on Morgana, right? Morgana is very annoying in this game. I mean, very annoying from the start of the game. Oh my gosh, especially when you can't go out at night, you'd be like, hey, like, meow, where are you going? Or like, him simping for On most of the time, bro. It's just, I don't know, he got on my nerves a lot, but at the same time, he's like, you know, he's my annoyance, you know what I mean? Like, he's annoying, but he's my annoyance. Like, it's kind of like fun annoyance. And only that, I got his character, his story. I'm guessing he was made in the Velvet Room, from what I understand. I still don't really understand that a little bit, but you know, okay. But other than that, him as a party member, absolutely extraordinary. I really do like his heals. His wind attacks don't really do much for me personally. I haven't seen them when I played do much. I haven't seen him do much, but he's definitely, his healing is out of this world. He's probably the best healing. Him and Makoto is definitely like, they carry the team for healing for sure. He's definitely good, and I'll put him over Igor for sure.
Joker, my wife left me and my family is going to starve. All I need is Sojiro's credit card number and the 3 wacky numbers on the back.
Now, Makoto, baby girl. Listen, I always wife her during the playthroughs. I always do that. Makoto, the only thing about that, she is a good party member. I love her as a party member, right? But her confidant story, right? That's what kills it for me. Because the story, they push like Makoto as one of the main, I mean like the main characters, because of her sister and her relations to Sae. You know what I mean? So I don't know, I just figured like I just want to know more about Makoto and her situation, why her sister, and like about their father, right? Most definitely, because in the Confidant, that's what I'm expecting to hear about, is what happened to your dad, or like how did your sister get so fixated on this, right? I would like more details on that, because I know she got fixated because of her dad, right? Because of her dad's death, and she just wanted to, you know, follow in his footsteps. And it's just kind of like, you know, I wanted to know more about that stuff, and I just feel like they dropped the ball on that. Because why do we care about some random stupid student and them going to bars and hanging out with this random dude? I just feel like it was just assassinating her character a little bit. I don't think it was like on the dot assassinating her character, because she was just trying to help them out, but I just feel like we was focusing on the wrong issue, you know what I mean? It just, I don't know, I don't feel like it was important. So most definitely, I feel like Makoto is definitely a good character. Her confidant was very lackluster. Her story overall is just good, and I just feel like, yeah, as a character, she's just good. Now, if we was talking about this party member, she would definitely be in peak. The twins, I really don't know anything about the twins. I don't know where they come from. I don't know their purpose. I think when they evolve into what, Lavenza, I don't, yeah, I still don't really know. Maybe because it's a lack of memory, I just don't care, nor will I. Now Iwai was pretty good. I loved his story a lot with the Yakuza, and like his son, I think it was his adopted son. I'm pretty sure it was adopted son. He didn't want him to know about his life, his old life of him in the Yakuza. I just think it was like an overall good story. It was very heartwarming. Yeah, definitely heartwarming. And his abilities for the gun customized. Now I don't care for the guns in this game, because the guns in this game are kind of like, I don't know, you really don't need them because they're a little bit weak, especially like using them on bosses. If it's not using it towards a random persona to just kill them faster, the bosses, they don't really, you know, like they're not really of value in my opinion. But the customization is pretty cool. The discount on weapons is pretty cool. I love that ability a lot as well.
Absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid.
Now moving on to the next, Tae Takemi. Oh my god, baby girl. Tae Takemi. Baby girl. I'm not gonna lie, I think on my first playthrough I wifed her up instantly, and I mean instantly. She's the first one I always complete when I go back and I play Persona 5. She's the one I always complete first for like Confidants. Not only was her story with the doctor was really good, and I mean like it was really good. I think it was like a high standard from like type of like stories, like Confidant stories. She's definitely up there for sure for me personally, because I really like that story a lot, and it just never gets old in my opinion. Now the discounts for the medicine, I don't know, I feel like I still be paying a hefty bunch for medicine even with the discounts, but like other than that, like yeah, I really do like, I think Tae is pretty peak. I think she's pretty peak. Now Kawakami, oh my god, another baddie. The teacher, bro, her story, not only was her story was like, I feel like it was amazing, it was kind of stupid as well, because I feel like you could have brought law enforcement into that, you know what I mean? Like you definitely could have took them to court, because them charging you for their son's death, which wasn't your problem or your fault, you know, it's just kind of you being a good human being. You're like, damn, you know. Now you losing your job for sure, I understand that part, but she definitely could have took them to court for that whole son situation thing. Now, but other than that, her abilities, oh my gosh, when I tell you she's probably the most useful character in this game. Makes curry for you, we'll make curry for you, coffee, do the laundry, well yeah, like if y'all didn't know, curry for the SP, coffee for SP, so you don't have to waste a day to do those. And then the laundry, you'll get some, I'm pretty sure they turn into different items when you do laundry. They turn into like armor sets, or maybe I'm not too sure, I have to play that again. They turn into like armor sets or some type of item. And then after like you get done with mementos, let's say if I want to go back out that night, but you know I'm too tired to do so, I can call Kawakami to give me a massage, but she has to be like max level to do that, but to give me a massage. And when I do get the massage, I can just go back out and do whatever. Maybe I want to finish up a Confidant, or maybe I just got some other things to do. It's just helpful in general, and I just think it's a god tier. That's, you know, she's definitely a god tier character for sure. I found really annoying, because her story was kind of just you know what I mean, like it was okay, you know, like I didn't like it, because there was really nothing to it. I feel like they fumbled the bag with Ohya, because it's like you have something good there with using this situation against Shido, right? Because Shido took her best friend, or somebody related to Shido. I don't know what it was. I just remember Shido's name getting thrown all over the place in there. And I just feel like she could have been a part of the main story. Like I feel like the story was good, it was definitely a good lead up because everybody was telling her, stop, looking into this case, you don't need to worry about it. Or she's trying to find what happened to her best friend because I think she got drugged or whatever and she just got taken away. And I don't know if they killed her or not, but we really didn't get no answers, no nothing. She was just kind of, oh, I'm gonna bring Shido to justice, and it's like, we already did that. So when I completed it, I don't know, I just feel like she could have been like a main part of the story. I feel like her story was dropped, and not only that, her abilities for the security, I really don't need that. Me personally, I just feel like you could have went the whole entire game without it. I'm just saying, the security thing is not really a big deal in my opinion. So that's just how I feel personally. Now Hifumi, Hifumi that's Hifumi, right? Yeah. Well, with Hifumi, I just kind of like, I don't know, her story was kind of lackluster as well. The shogi player, because her dad got sick and then her mom was using her for fame and money and all that other stuff, and she just kind of was like, I feel like she was just trying to find a place just to be like, oh, am I actually like good? She found out her mom was rigging the matches and she just wanted to play against actual, like, let's play for real this time. I know I'm all over the place, I'm just trying to remember. I'm sitting here connecting the dots with you guys. If you guys would like to fix something that I've said wrong in here, just let me know in the comments and y'all can just do that. Yeah, okay, so her mom was setting up the matches the whole entire time in Hifumi's favor, making her win, and that's why she was like such a well-known famous shogi player. But I remember she was using this money that she was getting for the shogi matches to help her dad with his sickness and all this stuff, and her mom was using that fame as well. I don't know if the mom was trying to help the dad or not, or she didn't really care anymore, but I just know that she was like a selfish prick for sure, because we had to change her mom's heart. But like, other than that, Hifumi has a really good skill as well, and that's the swap members, and that's really the only reason why like I talked to her, and to be honest with you, because Hifumi herself, she's kind of cool. I don't know, I don't really care for her like that. I just like the swapping characters is very useful. I think is one of the most useful things, but like other than that, her story just kind of just aggravates me a little bit, because I'm like, it could have been more to it. I think she would have been a good member for the Phantom Thieves, and I think they said that she was supposed to be, but they ended up giving that title to Makoto. She was supposed to be like a strategist, but they gave it to Makoto. I definitely would have loved to see her in the Phantom Thieves, but I think I feel like the Phantom Thieves is already big and we don't need that many, but she definitely would have been like a great part. I feel like her character would have been a lot more fleshed out then. Now Mishima, if we're going to talk about a member of the Phantom Thieves, I consider him a member of the Phantom Thieves, whether y'all like it or not, because this man has helped them out on multiple occasions, especially with that fan website, the fan website. Yeah, it's really just the fan website, the fan website and everything, and just information in general. He's good with that, and his whole confidant with, I relate to his confidant a little bit of him just wanting to be useful and just kind of just wanted some kind of recognition and some type of fame with the Phantom Thieves as well, because it's like, who wouldn't? Because it's like, I understand you're trying to keep your identities covered, and you just want to, I just feel like he wanted to be loved and just wanted to be a part of that. And I feel that. I feel that a little bit. I feel it. Other than that, I enjoyed his confidant a lot, and his abilities to get more EXP is definitely helpful for sure. I mean, it's probably like one of the better helps out there, most definitely. Now Yoshida, is it Yoshida if I'm not mistaken? Oda? No, it's Yoshida. Yeah, Yoshida. His story is, if I'm not mistaken, his story is no good Torah because of something that something bad that he did before, and then he's trying to fix himself. So his whole entire arc is just really just about redemption and just kind of fixing his mistakes. And in some type of way, I understand that. I really do. Because at some point, all of us try, they want to, we all want to start anew. For bad stuff that we used to do in the past, and it being so political as well. I wish I don't know, was he running against Shido? I don't know if he was. If someone in the comments know, please let me know. I'm genuinely like curious if he was running against Shido or not, but I remember it was definitely a company branch thing that he was running for, and everybody remembered him as No Good Tora, and he's just kind of like slowly but surely changing his name, and he was just trying to do it the right way. So his story was really good. I really did like his story a lot. I think it's one of the best ones in this game, and there's not really a lot of good ones in there. I wouldn't say a lot of good ones, but you know, we do have a lot of okay ones. But his is definitely up there for sure. Now his ability was to convince personas / demons, whatever you want to call them, and having them join the like team easier and not having to go through a bunch of puzzles to get there. I definitely think that was God tier for sure. I think he's a God tier character. Now Sae, like I said, with Makoto, it's kind of like to serve the same purpose. I wish she was a confidant and also a romance option, because I just feel like, I mean, look at her. Just look at her. Like, where are we going with this? Like, come on. But I feel like as a confidant, I would like to know more about their family in general, their family dynamic, and just what their father was like, and you know, why she was like head over heels and like busting this case and shit. So I just feel like, and I think in a beta version, not in like a little beta version before this was released, we were originally supposed to, the character was originally supposed to stay with Sae. Like that was supposed to be our caretaker. So that would have been very interesting to know how that would have went, and I probably would have liked that more than Sojiro. Like I understand like Sojiro is kind of like that father figure, but at the same time I feel like that would have been a, you know, it would have been a lot more interesting choice. But for her in general, she's just a story option, so it's gonna progress regardless. I'll definitely put her in good. Haru, I really do like Haru as a character as well. Haru is an amazing character. She's cute and she's fluffy. Other than that, she like her SPs for like the vegetables, lovely. Man, when I tell you those come in handy, bro, those comes in handy. Yusuke, I don't know why I keep calling him Yusuke. He duplicates the cards, and his story is really good as well, because of the whole master thing that he went through in like the second palace. I'm gonna try and do like a spoiler warning, just kind of like sum it up the best way I can. Just someone like an idol that he looked up to, and that was his guardian as well, just kind of betrayed him and stabbed him in the back, and it was heartbreaking to see, because he genuinely tried to fight for that relationship and he just got slapped in the face, really, to be honest. And that's just how that went, and it was very, and I'm not gonna lie, the twist was sick too. I was like, dang, so this is the type of game we playing, bro? Like this I feel like Persona 5 definitely had a very strong start, and then just kind of flatlined at like towards the end, if y'all understand what I mean. Like it was still good. It's definitely still one of my favorite games to date, but I just feel like the start of it is it's just, it hooks you so much, and Yusuke's story, it hooks. That's why I like them a lot too. And then the duplicate cards, it comes in handy so much. I love duplicating the cards because it's amazing. Now Sojiro, I feel like the same can happen with the Ohya situation. No, not Ohya, Kawakami situation. You could have went to court on that whole thing for Futaba. For the Futaba thing, I feel like he could have went to court for that. And it's like, you know, just have evidence that, hey, he's abusing her, or, you know, have her up there explain her side of the story, because he said something that he was locking her in cages and something like that. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I just think that's wild. Like I don't blame him for the way he was going about it. Like, sure, pay him this money and all that other stuff to protect her, but at the same time, bro, he's got to be, I don't know, 6 feet under in GTA, I mean 6 feet under. But another thing about his story, also, not his story, but like it's his whole confidant thing. I hate how you can only progress like 4 levels and then it just stops, and it doesn't even tell you that it stops. You just stops all in general, and it's just no progress. So you're just wasting days just trying to progress with him, and it's just not doing anything. You know what I mean? And I just wish they would like they I don't know, they would just let you know, like, hey, after a certain time, or maybe they do, and I just don't remember it. But I feel like they did. I just, you know, hopefully if I don't know, I'm gonna play it again. They just need to let you know, hey, after a certain time he cannot be, you know, accessed right now, you know, find somebody else to look for or whatever. That would have been a lot more appreciated. But other than that, Sojiro as a character, I love him a lot. He's definitely the most like useful for with the coffee and the curry, and I think the SP is great. And yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. I wouldn't say like overall story. I like his story more than hers, but like the abilities. I don't know. The only reason like she's up here so high is because of the swap characters. Anyway, on Takemi. Okay, so on with her in general, I think in the first act, her and Ryuji have like the most dynamic, and it's just it's spot on. It's like the instant spark when you load this game, when you play this game for the first time, is them two. These are my day ones. These are my homies. Like these are my ride and dies right here is On and Ryuji for sure. Now we're gonna start with On. Now the whole thing with Shido, was absolutely lovely and perfect. I loved it. It was a very strong start. I forgot her friend's name, but that I wish her friend was a confidant as well, and also a romantic interest, because that would have been a very like interesting. Not only that, to see her side and her perspective of everything, and just kind of see her grow from that abuse that Shido once gave to them, because she kind of like after all that, she kind of went to go do her modeling thing. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, of course. I just feel like it was kind of like pushing down what kind of happened. But then again, I don't want her to be like that one-dimensional character that's focused on that one thing. So she was just doing her modeling thing. But I just feel like with, I forgot her name. I feel like with the other girl, we could have seen her grow, and you know, because she was learning how to walk and do all the other stuff, we would just hear bits and pieces from On here and then about her, and she'd be like, oh, I just want to make her proud and I just want to do all that. You know, I just think her story was really good. On as a character is a phenomenal. I don't know what she does here. I'm gonna pull it up right here for the lovers. Let me see. Other than that, abilities don't really do much. I know she's a good magic user in the party, so, but other than that, I think she's a peak character. Now Ryuji will forever be my day one homie. I mean my number one. And that is my homie. That is my homie. I will forever fight for Ryuji. I don't think Ryuji is a terrible character at all. I think he's the best character in this game. One of the best. Me personally, with Ryuji's character, I wish we would have learned more about his family situation, because I remember they said that not Shido. Did I say Shido earlier? I meant to say Kamoshida. I don't know why I said Shido earlier. I said Shido earlier. I meant to say Kamoshida. Kamoshida, the whole situation with Kamoshida. That is so crazy. Never mind. Kamoshida, right? His whole situation with Kamoshida. Jesus Christ, that packed a punch, bro. I mean, it packed a big punch that I was not expecting. His whole relationship with On is, I don't know, it was just kind of like rocky at the beginning, but we was like, you know, we all found like a common enemy, and it was just kind of like, and then we all became friends right afterwards. But like, his whole thing with Kamoshida was like crazy, because I remember he punched him in the, like, he tried to punch. I don't know if he actually, if the hit landed or not, but that doesn't matter, because he said something about his dad or his family, his dad being a deadbeat or whatever, right? And I know he stayed with his mom, but I wish we'd have got more coverage on his life. But Ryuji as a character was trying to help his teammates, his old track teammates that Kamoshida ruined, right? He ruined that whole entire team. And he abused everyone, and then he was doing the same thing for the volleyball team. So I remember he was just trying to get them on their feet and just like, hey, I feel like that's the least that I can do for you guys, right? And I will forever love his story for that. And Ryuji as a character, he's always a ride or die. You know, yes, he gets over, you know, he does a lot you know, he does too much sometimes, but like, I don't know, that this guy makes me feel like, I don't know, he makes me feel insane, and he's definitely a god tier character for me, and honestly probably at the top of this list for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now Akechi, I don't like Akechi. I feel like Akechi is very one-dimensional, and I don't give a fuck about him. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm telling y'all that to your face. I don't know how he is in Royal. A lot of people says he's a lot better than Royal, right? Me personally, I just felt like, hey, I'm a good guy. I don't know, they try to make him play like he was a good guy the whole entire time, like he's the good to my bad. I'm like, bro, you just as sick in the head. And then when he tried to like quote unquote save us from the fake Akechi, he was just kind of like, oh, go. And then they started feeling sad for him. I'm like, I don't care about this dude. The heck? I don't think he's a trash character. I just think that, like, me personally, I didn't really know nothing about him. I didn't really talk to him like that. We didn't talk, so there was like, they try to make it seem like a rivalry that wasn't there, you know what I mean? Yeah, I just don't care for Akechi. I really don't. Now Futaba, I like Futaba a lot, and I think her character is pretty good. Her whole thing with her mom and her OST, oh my gosh, I love her OST a lot. Her OST alone makes me want to put her in God tier. But like, other than that, I think Futaba as a character is one of the best characters in this game. She's really good. Personally, I think, yeah, like I said, the thing with her mom in here, her mom like quote unquote killing herself, and then adults blaming her for it is absolutely crazy, to the point where she felt suicidal for a very long time and locked herself away. She didn't talk to nobody, she was just quiet, and then she had social anxiety, and us as a character being like her big brother, which I always kind of look at it weird when you romance Futaba. I'm like, bro, you obviously play the big brother role. What are you doing? You know, that's just me personally. I'm like, you know, it's the big brother role for her, and I don't know, it's just weird. In my opinion, obviously. But I as a character, I really do like her a lot. She's pretty cool. Her abilities come in clutch so many times, swapping us out and everything, you know, SP, HP and all that. Love it. I think it's god tier. Now I don't know, people say she's good, her ability is good. I'm not really too certain. I just know it helps with other confidants and it kind of boosts that role. But other than that, her story was really good too. But you know, like the whole church using her thing, she was good. I'll definitely put her right here. I haven't really messed around with her abilities with the fortune thing. I haven't messed around with that, but I just heard good things about it. Now that's everything. You know, tell me how you guys thought about it. I thought this was a quick and easy vid that we could just upload for you guys and just get this shit over with. I thought this was very fun. Now don't crucify me in the comments, please, but let me know, who do y'all rank, or if y'all even agree with my if y'all agree with my list or not, let me know. Tell me why you don't agree with it, or maybe some talking points that I didn't bring up that y'all want to bring up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to have a wonderful, positive day, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Thank you for watching.